The Britten Serenade is a beautiful piece, and one which I was surprised to learn has not been done actually in the RPO's main season ever. So I'm thrilled to be bringing it to our audiences because, of course, it's a great piece, but also because it gives us an opportunity to feature not one but two soloists. It has a tenor who sings beautiful poetry by various English poets, all on the subject of night, and the other soloist is a French horn soloist. And we have a great opportunity to feature our wonderful principal horn, Pete Currow. The piece begins and ends with the solo French horn, and it uses what's called natural horn harmonics. So he won't be using his valves like he normally would, and it gives the listener a sense of, it's almost like an otherworldly effect. And then it sets you up, it really puts you in the mood for these beautiful poems. And each one, as I said, is very different in its character. And it gives the tenor an opportunity to emote in very different ways. The orchestra is very small as well. It's a chamber-sized orchestra. So the whole thing feels very, very intimate, very personal, which is a great contrast on the program to the epic nature of the Sibelius Symphony. And I say epic because that's always the first word that pops into my mind when I think of Sibelius too. Sibelius, of course, is a Finnish composer, very famous Finnish composer. He's really a national hero in Finland, even today. He drew from his countrymen and his landscape in his inspiration to compose. His pieces are quite often described as being closely related to nature. If you've ever been to Finland, you know the landscape is just breathtaking. And Sibelius loved nature, and he had a very organic approach to composing. He loved to take a small idea and just expand on it. His second symphony is basically constructed around a simple rising motif. It's this great triumphant chorus at the end, which is all constructed out of the material at the beginning. The whole symphony is very, very lush and very romantic. It's written in a style that is somewhat reminiscent of Tchaikovsky or Brahms or even Beethoven. One thing which I love about Sibelius is that he composed well into the 20th century, but you might think that the music was written 100 years earlier. It's got that great mix of classical tradition, very lush harmonic language, and he had a great gift for putting just really poignant emotional experiences into his music. I think you'll find a sense of struggle, a sense of love, a sense of loss, a sense of longing, but then ultimately a sense of triumph.